Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Monday, 12:16 p.m. Not sure if we're live yet. Taking a look, but I think we are. I'm going to invite Luke in. I know we have a down day today. We're trying a few different technology tools today, just doing a couple changes. We have some winners, we have some losers. But good afternoon, Luke. I'm going to invite Luke in right here. 1 second. Here we go. Do this, okay. Let's make sure he got the invite. I think he did. All right, guys. So thank you. You see me live now. That was what I wasn't sure about, but here we are. We're live. I'm gonna bring Hot Stocks Luke because he's there. He goes. If I can hear him. Let's go, Luke.
What's up? What's up? Everybody, if you can hear me, drop me a yes, a smiley face, something like that in the chat. As Jason mentioned, we are checking out a new software today.
Yes. So bear with us. But yeah, we have a bit of a down day today, Luke. What do you have to say? Like, what do you stock market moving down? It's not. We like hot stocks, like your name says.
I've got hot stocks, even in a down market.
You do?
Oh, I do. We'll get there.
Okay.
But to answer your initial question, I think what's causing the downward movement today is the spike in COVID cases. I think that it's likely, and this is me speculating, that we're going to see over 100,000 new cases in the U.S. tomorrow. The basis for that is that we were about 80,000 new cases last week. We've got a lot of states who don't report numbers over the weekend, and so we're going to get a flood of numbers coming in tomorrow. So I think we've got some headline sensitivity coming up. We're seeing Europe is shutting down again in a lot of countries. That's going to cause some economic slowdown. But I think we do have some bright lights. We're in the middle of earnings season, and a lot of the numbers that we've seen thus far have been positive. And so when you have some of that positive individual name news, it tends to move the stocks against where the market's at. So I think that there is some positivity out there. I'm here, but I don't hear or see you.
I went out. I went on vacation for a minute. I'm sorry, dude. I went on vacation. Okay, but I'm back. All right, I'm back. All right. So you're right. I mean, you can't have the market go up every single day. That's just not sustainable. So it is one of these things where you're dealing with. I mean, I had a winner. I don't know what we're up now or what's trading, but Dunkin, Dunkn. I've been preaching it for a while. And it started with Riley, my daughter, who wanted the Charlie coffee, and the Charlie.
And if you don't know what the Charlie is, she's a TikTok celebrity. But sorry, keep going, Jason.
Yeah, she's a TikTok celebrity, and I'm seeing people like my daughter and my wife liking Dunkin' coffee, and so I'm like, over the long term, this can prove to be a competitor to Starbucks. I'm saying over the long term, not today, but that was my take on it. So I went long it pretty big. I bought call options and the stock about 3 weeks ago, and I told the pre-market prep show, and I think people are in it. So
and do you know what your strike is on the options?
I got to pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Okay, so while you're pulling that up, just for everybody out there, the news on Dunkin', there was an article over the weekend. It said that the company was talking to, it's called, I believe, Insight Brands, about being acquired.
It's Inspiren or something.
Okay.
They own a lot of.
Close.
Yeah, no, you got an eye. You got an eye.
But basically, yeah, there was an article out saying the stock's going to be acquired. Dunkin' came out on Sunday and said, you know what, we are talking to them about being acquired. The rumored price was $106 a share. I think the stock's around 80 or so right now. I mean, so it's a hell of a premium on it. Yeah. Let's see. So the stock was at $89. Sitting up at 102. Again, the rumored price was 106. So,
and we're at 102 right now.
We're at 102.
Okay.
So unless your calls were crazy, like $150 or something, I mean, you did well. Our listeners did well in that trade.
Let's see what I got. I'm opening things. Just want to make sure that we're still. If you can see us live, so make sure we're all live. Yep, says we're live. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, we're good. All right. So, Yeah, so my calls were, let's see what we got. Oh, the market, we're down 800. My market is not, okay, yeah, wow. That was my reaction, Luke. I bought my calls that I told everyone on the morning show at $1.35.
All right, I'm going to share my screen so I can pull this chart up.
You know what they're trading at today, these calls?
You bought it. What was the strike price?
Strike
Do I
price,
get that tip?
I brought the Dunkin December 18 $90 strikes.
Okay, and I got the 1 year chart up on the screen now. I'm guessing that they are at $15.
You're close, 1307.
Yeah, that's a hell of a move.
It's a 900% gain.
There we go. All right, you get the first round of applause of the day. I haven't given anybody a round of applause. I did get one, I think, interesting stock pick that we can get to in a little bit. That got a half round of applause. Because it's still a pick. It's not right yet. But I mean, yeah, that Dunkin trade is a hell of a move.
Yeah. So
everybody, take a look at this chart too. The stock.
Wait, hold on. The chart. I'm not seeing the chart. I gotta see what's going on. Is your chart showing? Like you were just telling people not your chart. Are you sharing your screen?
I'm trying to share my screen.
All right, I got
Is it not sharing properly?
Yeah, I'm not the software. I don't know if you're able to do that, but I'm in the middle of doing something for our software that will make a big difference shortly. Maybe that's what it is. So no, it's not. I don't see your screen.
All right. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, no, I'll have it by the end of the show, but I think there's something I have to do. Go ahead. People are asking questions. You see the questions though, Lukey?
Yep, I've got them up. So first question I see, whether or not earnings will matter this week. My answer is absolutely yes. You know, we are news hounds here at Benzinga. I mean, news is our business. It's all that we watch. A lot of the stock picking that we do and idea generation that we do is all focused around news. And I mean, I can tell you from, I think, about 8 years or so that I've been a part of the Benzinga news team, the earnings will still matter, right? When we have days like today where the market's getting hammered, we're down almost 2% on the S&Ps, positive news is still going to move stocks. I mean, look at Dunkin as an example, right? It's not an earnings play. It's an M&A play. Yes, it absolutely helps. And let me bring up too, the loser of the day, the big loser of the day is SAP, an enterprise software company. That's let's see if I can do this right. I think it's Sandy Alpha Papa. I think that's my NATO alphabet. But SAP absolutely getting hammered today. At last check, I think I saw the stock was down about 20%. Let me pull that up again. Down 23%. And to put that into perspective for everybody, it's a $166 billion market cap company. So if we take that 166 times 0.23 and pulling out the handy calculator, the stock lost $38 billion of market cap today. I mean, that doesn't happen on stocks of this size. And I think
and what was why did it crash like that?
So here's the news. They reported Q3 earnings, and the numbers themselves, if you just look at the top line, were not horrible. They were bad, right? But it wasn't atrocious. When you dig into the report, like we did over here at the Benzinga news desk, you see some pretty alarming things. So I'll start off with their software licenses. This is like their on-prem, their legacy business. You know, selling this big enterprise software. That's down 23% year over year. You know, it's everybody expected it to be down. It was down, I think, a little bit more than expected, but that's not the future of their business. The future of SAP's business, just like every other software name out there, are their cloud products, right? Their cloud software sales only increased by 10% on a year over year basis. So you've got it exactly. And so you've got the legacy, the on-prem software solutions are down 23%. You know, that obviously hurts. The cloud is only up 10%. And you know what I speculate this or chalk this up to, some of the speculation on my end is that there's a lot of these new competitors out there, right? There's a lot of these newer, more consumer friendly, more integration friendly software cloud solutions, right? Like we look at stocks like a HubSpot and also Salesforce making great waves in that space. So SAP, big loser of the day, absolutely down. Jason, I think we actually lost you off the stream. If you can hear me.
By the way, Luke,
Yep.
you can share your screen. People are asking for you to share your screen. It looks like you can share your screen. Give it a try.
All right, I'm gonna give it a go.
Well, get me. I'll move you to start talking and see if it. Let's see if that you can share your screen.
Okay, I just tried sharing it. I don't know whether or not you can see it.
Yep, I'm just figuring this out. I want either did it let you share it or no?
It let me share it, and it says that I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. I really.
But maybe you have to choose to make it the what's presented or something along those lines.
Yeah. Yep. Can you guys see Luke's screen? I see add to stream. Okay, there it is. Yep, I see it. There's your screen. I got
All right, so you see this this pretty rough chart. I've got SAP up here.
That was my fault. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Okay, so
yeah, that's a bad day. And so I saw a question out of the chat. It says, you know, is this a buy the dip play? And my initial reaction, and I'll preface this by saying I'm by no means an expert on this stock, but my initial reaction is probably not. Based on how the revenue composition looked, right? If they're having a hard time selling their cloud products, and I mean, I think that pretty much everybody can agree that cloud software is the future, right? Versus a lot of these on-prem, more legacy, enterprisey solutions. If they're having a hard time there, I don't think it's a super rosy outlook. I think it's a wait and see play, is my opinion. Jason,
yeah.
any thoughts on that?
I think it is. Like what is the catalyst? I'm always looking. What is the catalyst? What is the catalyst? So what is the catalyst for this? And I don't know what it is. See, I know what Oracle's catalysts are. Or I know what
and I pulled up Oracle here because look at Oracle's getting hammered on those SAP results. I think sort of the thinking of, you know, there's one bad one in the bunch, the other ones might have trouble.
Yep. Yep. So
let's see. Oracle earnings way out. December 10th is the estimated date. I've got the calendar up here.
Oh my, okay. Can't look at the kill. So what are the earnings with the date?
December 10th is the estimate. We don't have a hard date yet, but based on past years, our Benzinga Pro News team is guessing December 10th is when Oracle is going to be reporting this year.
Okay. I would be bullish on Oracle. I just SAP. I just don't know who uses it. Like I know it's a business to business, but I just so many competitors in that space now. I just don't know who uses it.
Like we've got Bill in the chat emphasizing sort of what I'm trying to say, but I'm saying a little more tactfully, which is that SAP is just old tech. You know,
Yep.
I mean that's the situation. Again, they're having a hard time with their cloud solution. I mean, I think that's a problem.
Yep. Now you know what an interesting one is today, Luke? Zoom. Zoom is a core, of course, you know, still taking off. Zoom is still taking off. Look at this, up $12. I mean, this stock is unbelievable.
And you know what it's on? Let me pull up this fun one. Okay, not a fun one. But just going over to my Google coronavirus cases for the U.S. and we are high. We had that all-time high last week. Again, I think tomorrow is going to be a really big number because there's a lot of states that don't report numbers over the weekend. Michigan is one of those states. You know, and I think people are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, which is, you know, this surge in cases just pushes back when people are going back into offices, both in the States and in Europe. And Jason, I don't know if you had something else that you wanted lined up that you wanted to get to next, but I wanted to play a little bit of a game. How does that sound?
Yeah, I'm all into games.
We played a game on Friday. The question Friday was, what is one stock you'd own for a year? You can't look at it, you can't trade it. It's just sitting there in your portfolio for a year. What is that stock? We got some awesome answers in the chat. So I want to try the same thing again, but we're going to change it a little bit. It's Monday. It's early in the week. We got half a trading day down. The question that I'm asking today is, what stock are you watching this week? Either watching or trading. It doesn't necessarily need to be a stock that you're long or short, but what are the plays in this week?
So one, well, you're asking the community.
I'm saying the chat put it in, but let's get it started.
All right. Well, one, I'm still watching close because I own a lot of it, or a decent amount. SPH, that is suburban propane. With the higher corona numbers, eating inside restaurants, I think is going to be further off, Luke. So I think
Yep.
propane is going to be more in demand for eating outside. But it's seeing a little bit of selling pressure today. I mean, along with the whole market. But I would think suburban propane would trade, higher on this stuff. That's one of mine. I mean, I'm still in lithium. Gansel takes a hit. Let's see what else people are. Apple, someone was mentioning. Bed
Yep.
Bath and Beyond.
Bed Bath and Beyond. That's not one I've looked at in a while. Is that BBBY? Yes, it is. So it's Bravo, 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 Yankee. Wow. Look at this stock. Let's see. It looks like last week it was making 52-week highs. I mean, it might be more than 52-week highs. Yeah, last week it made a couple year highs. That's an impressive move. Yeah, that's definitely one to watch this week. I'll throw another one out there while some of the names are coming into the chat. But this week I think could be really big for vaccine names, right? We're 8 days out from the election. The messaging that I'm picking up from Trump is that he views a vaccine or some significant vaccine progress as especially important to his campaign. So in these 8 days before the election, I think it's likely that we could see some sort of updates or very positive news on the vaccine side of things. So the stocks in play there, you've got Pfizer, that's PFE. You've got Moderna, that's mRNA. Then you've got Johnson and Johnson, J&J. The one that I'm not in, but I'm going to be looking to start building a position in this week is Moderna. The reason why I'm picking that one out of that batch is just because they seem to have a flood of news. They're signing a lot of deals with a lot of governments to provide vaccines. Like they just had one today with Qatar. They announced a supply agreement. They've got a few more of them out there. And so basically my thinking is that they wouldn't be spending all this energy right now getting these deals signed to be providing vaccines to foreign governments if it wasn't looking pretty damn good. So vaccine names, that's my one to watch. Catalyst, something out of Trump campaign, Trump administration, that's going to be positive.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to need something positive, pretty hardcore this week, Luke, for Trump to have. He's been promising vaccines around the corner. You're going to need something really strong, and I just don't know what that is. I really don't. I mean, you're saying a vaccine, but like he you know what I mean? He has to push something. It's hard for him to like push it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yes, I know. But we could get like some promissory language that causes a pop. Like he
Hasn't he been saying that? Like, hasn't he been given this promissory language, as you call it?
Last week he said vaccine ready in weeks. That was during the debate. They asked him how many weeks, and he's like, "Well, it's going to be weeks."
Yeah.
My interpretation of that, it could be 100 weeks, it could be 3 weeks. But I don't know. He may firm that up, or he may come out and say, "Hey, we're going to have 100 million doses ready by end of the year," and make a little bit of a promise like that, even if it's somewhat of a last ditch effort.
I hear you. So, and that's where the Modernas will continue to rocket. Now, the whole thing with this market down. What about the stimulus? What about the second stimulus? Like, that's the one I talked to you about, Luke, because that brings a lot of cash to the table. Where do you think that's at?
Yeah. So per news I was following this weekend, it seems like Mnuchin and Pelosi are still at a standstill. I think that it's unlikely that we get something this week. I was expecting that we would last week, that we would get some sort of a breakthrough. But I mean, we've got the Senate confirmation of a Supreme Court justice going through this week, or today actually. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's been a huge Trump push, not nearly as much of a push as the vaccine names, which is why I'm thinking vaccines over stimulus.
Okay.
I mean, we get a stimulus deal. I mean, everything goes, right? Every name goes. It's less stock picking. I mean, it's just, I hope you're freaking long.
Right, right. I mean, that's the game. That's the game. Now, the one thing I would like to say is when you see a market like this, I'm not saying go and short the market, but you should have hedges in position. You should have things that you're protecting yourself with. It's not a game of always be long and all. I mean, be long, but like protect yourself. It's one of these things that there should be positions in place that when the market's down, you're still not getting killed, you know. And it's like it depends on your dividend stocks, or it's an opportunity where you have cash on the sideline and you pick up some stocks. So so Dunkin has this huge rise today, and I have to decide if I want to sell some of my calls. I may sell one of the calls, Luke, just you know, I just think they may get other bids. I think Dunkin, when I buy positions and I'm so firmly like positive on position, my downside scenario is very low on it, and I don't want to sell some right now, but I know the right thing is to sell a little bit. I'm just
Well, that's why I love this quote from David Tepper that came out a couple of years ago. Maybe it was 2016 or something like that. But he's speaking at a conference, and if you don't know David Tepper, I mean he is in my opinion the best hedge fund manager in the world right now. I mean he's not the flashy activist guy, but I mean if you look at his returns, they are just so consistent and so outperformant. But basically, his quote a couple of years ago that's always stuck with me is, "You can be long, but don't be too effing long." I think he was saying that headed into the 2016 election. Um, and that's how I feel right now. You know, I'm long, but I'm not way too long, right? I'm not levered right now. And so I love that quote, and I feel like we're sort of in that situation more often than not recently.
yep, and that's it's like people, you know, we always want to trace the quick money. I've been talking about covering, you know, getting dividend stocks, not just tracing for the big gains. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I want to take off or add to right now. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at my I got rid of my DraftKings a while ago, but I'm looking at like my Crocs. Do I want to go bigger? We're down 2% today. I believe in Crocs, so I don't want to go bigger. We're down SPH, we're down 2%. Curaleaf, we're down 5%. We've had
So
nice
wait, I'm going to stop you real quick. Crocs, is that an earnings play? Because we've got earnings tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's an earnings play because like I don't think it was Justin Bieber did a deal with it. It may not show up in this earnings. I don't want it's hard for me to sell any Crocs. Like that's the truth. Like I'm not selling it. I'm not selling stuff. But like if you're trading, you may want to trade Curaleaf because maybe the market's gonna go down tomorrow, and then you could buy more. Curaleaf's a good play, guys. CURLF. The symbol, Luke, is CURLF. It's a good play in the sense of New Jersey is gonna make you know, cannabis recreational. It's likely going to get approved, and therefore you have a big opportunity to make some I don't know if it's quick money, but you're invested in one of the best cannabis stocks out there.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. But I make so one of the things I do sometimes, guys, I trim some because I think, you know, when you're down, you may go down a little further and then you can buy it cheaper. But I try to buy good companies that I believe in for the long term. It's just a question of sometimes the timing of it. That's by the way, we're live on Twitter as well, or not the Benzinga Twitter, my own Twitter, I guess, and live on Facebook as well. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Cool. And that brings in the you know, my favorite thing to do when I like a stock is just starting to build a position. You know, like for example, right? I called out Moderna. That's a stock I like this week again on anticipation or speculation that Trump might try to bump up some vaccine news. I'm going to get into the stock today, but I'm not going to take a huge position in the stock, right? I think that they're one of the ones who are likely to figure out the vaccine, and I've got time, you know, so. I'm going to start getting into it. You know, the market keeps getting hammered. The stock, you know, reacts to that. I can keep averaging myself down.
Well, what are the stocks that you got in a while ago? I want to know if you sold it. Is Snapchat. Do you still own your Snapchat?
I am still long Snap.
Okay.
Today may
Why?
be a day. All right. So check this out. I've got the let's see, 5-day chart up here. Right. So if you can see where my mouse is hovering, I've got a little crosshairs. I'm looking at the YouTube to see how apparent it is. Okay, you can sort of see the crosshairs and where my mouse is. But if you look further left on the chart, you've got this massive Snapchat pop on earnings, right? So
Yeah.
that was a hell of a play. And my philosophy always is, and I think one of the things that traders screw up so much is they sell their winners too early and they hold on to their losers too long. It's like a psychological thing, right? We start making money, we want to get out of it. We start losing money, we just hold on and start praying, right? This thing's going to go up. I want to be right more than I want to make money. And so when we got that Snapchat pop, I got a lot of questions of, hey, are you dumping this thing? And my answer was, let the momentum ride. I said it's hot when stocks are hot and riding. I let them go. So look at this. We had that positive day in earnings. We have a second positive day, a third positive day, a fourth positive day. I mean, the thing ran 4 days in a row.
But if this breaks 40, are you selling?
Yes, I am. Today's a day where I'll look to be taking some of it off. The momentum finally snapped, but that's why I let it ride. Right? If I would have sold it right after earnings, I mean, I would have missed out from 34 to 42 right now. I mean, that's a huge effing move. That's $8, 25%.
True. So, because I remember when one of your New York Times plays, you were like so confident on it before earnings during Corona, and the stock was getting killed. And I know you and I just added to it, but like, when do you decide to add to it or sell off like you would in the Snapchat thing?
So if the thesis holds and the stock is down, and again, you got to be reevaluating your thesis, not just thinking you're the smartest guy in the world. But if the thesis holds and the stock's down, I keep adding into the stock. If the momentum is running with me like it is in Snapchat right now, I hold on to the stock. As soon as that momentum gets broken, I start to take part of it off the table.
Got it. Got it. So that's your thing. I'm writing back to Second Wave. He's saying that I'm up 900% on the Dunkin options. 900% is 900%. He's saying I should take some off. So I think I am. And I'm writing to you from the Benzinga account, but just so you know. So they're like, yeah.
Let's see when we've got earnings on Dunkin too. So 3 days. So we got earnings are Thursday before market open. As a heads up, anybody's trading Dunkin.
Really?
Yep.
So that's not calls.
Let it ride, baby. Let's go.
I'm letting it ride. Guys. Woo! Let it ride. You guys can see it. Let it ride. You guys, I'm laying it ride. I'm up 900% on the options, but I'm laying it ride. And by the way, it wasn't that big a position. When I buy options, guys, I buy them conservatively because I've bought options heavy, and you're off by a month on the action. So I wish I obviously bought 4 times what I bought, and then I would be really throwing some Dom Perignon party today. But I buy them small, but I think I'm just gonna let it ride like roulette.
All right. In the chat, if you think that Jason should let it ride, throw in the 1. If you think you should take some off the table, throw in the 2. Let's get some consensus. And while people are throwing those in, I want to pull up a couple tickers in the chat. So earlier we played a game. We said, what are the stocks you're watching this week? I saw some interesting ones fly in. Boeing, BA, Bravo, Alpha. Stock is getting hammered today. The news is that China is putting sanctions on Boeing.
Wow.
So Boeing, Raytheon, and Lockheed Martin are all getting sanctioned by China because of our Taiwan arms deal. This is a little stab at Trump into the election. So Boeing is one that's getting hammered right now. Hasbro is another one. This is sort of an interesting stock. So they reported strong earnings. Go ahead.
You broke up for a second. I don't know what that was. The software was just in the office. But anyway, go ahead.
Do I sound okay now?
Yeah, you sound great, but for a second, I don't know what I was hearing. But keep it going, dude. Keep it real. Sorry about that.
But keeping it going, Hasbro is another one that I saw fly into the chat. Stock's getting hammered today, down 10%. They put out their earnings results. I'm going to click over to what those were. The numbers were actually good. So I don't know if you guys can see this on my screen here. So they beat on EPS. They beat on sales. The chatter that I'm hearing is that the margins were not good. They even seem to have like a pretty rosy picture for the holiday sales season, which is obviously their biggest time of the year. So that's actually a stock I sort of like. If they figured out sales and revenue's not impacted by COVID or unemployment or anything along those lines, and they just had a little bit of a margin concern, I don't think that's nearly as worrisome as like the SAP we were talking about that is having a hard time selling its product. And then the third one I was going to grab, CCL. Carnival Cruise Lines, all of the travel entertainment stocks are getting hammered today on the rise in COVID cases. My opinion here is that If we see the number lighten up this week, these stocks should return to around where they were. But as of today, they're getting hammered. You've got Carnival's down. You've got the airlines as well. Here's United down 6%, Delta down 6%. So just wanted to hop back to some of those names.
Okay, Bill Big D knows his options. I'll tell you that. Bill, thank you. One life, one chance for the compliments on the show. If you ever want to call in and share your portfolio, we can do are you a diversified or what we think about it and hold us to it. We can bring you in live pretty easily. That's something we can do on a daily basis. Yeah, we're working the 12 o'clock hour doing the show, trying to do it consistently. And some days we're going to live trade our portfolio. So today, I didn't do it, but I guess I should have. I did trim some stuff, Luke, just as we were talking. That's why I was distracted today because I felt.
Which ones? Give us some names.
The ones I trimmed.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure their CEOs aren't listening.
And the chat did. They're saying take some off the table on your Dunkin.
Yeah, I see that.
I said throw Jason a 1 if you think you should let his Dunkin ride. They got earnings in 3 days. I said a 2 if you should take some off the table. We're getting a lot of off the table.
Yeah.
Except for TJ Page.
No one has
TJ Page. Shout out to you wherever you are. You're saying let it ride on the Dunkin.
No one has faith in me. It's mean, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I love you. I love you. So here's what I did. I sold a little bit of my letter U. It was up. U is called Unity. It's like the Autodesk for gamers when they build games. I still own Unity, but I sold some because I think I feel like I see it going down, but like breaking that line there and breaking the 90 line. So I'm like, I can buy more like an 88 is what I was thinking. So I still own it, so I don't forget about it. I know I should just add to my watch list, but I sold 30% of the position. I sold one I've had for so many years, Taco, TACO. TACO.
All right.
Okay.
Del Taco.
I've had this for so long. It was at hit 10 and it's up now, and I'm just like trying to trim off some stuff. And then
all right, wait, hold on, chat. If you think Del Taco is better than Taco Bell, give me a 1 in the chat.
If Del Taco,
I'm on the Benzinga account. I'm just throwing in the 1 there. Del Taco, in my opinion, is better than Taco Bell. But sorry, keep going, Jason.
No, oh, you're on the Benzinga account. It's really, really confusing me.
I think there's a few of us on the Benzinga account.
Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, I was really like wondering what the heck was going on. All right, and so then I also sold a little of my Asana. We pulled up ASAN.
ASAN. This is a relatively new one. Let's see. They had their IPO in end of September.
All right, so that's at 23.89. What did I sell it at? 23.32. I guess I shouldn't have sold any of that. I was mad. I thought it could break to 22, and I was going to buy it back. So I own a little bit left of it, but I was playing it as a thing to break to 22. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, look at this. This is interesting.
I didn't sell any of my Tesla because I'm long and I'm staying long Tesla. We're going to 500, 550. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I know that chart looks bad. I know it looks sick. You guys want to like throw it out. Oh my God.
I mean, it's in a range. Look at the support it has right now. I mean, it's basically sitting right there.
Well, here is what happened. This is really something I got to say. So Joel Conant on the pre-market show said he doesn't like Tesla right now because it got an upgrade and the stock didn't move up. Well, 3 months ago, Tesla got 2 upgrades on a Friday from JP Morgan and someone else, and the stock didn't move. So I sold my option. I sold my option that was up a decent amount, but then the next week it took off. If I didn't sell that option, I would have made twice as much, 3 times as much, or whatever it was. And so I'm just hoping that happens again.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm playing. Okay.
All right, I like that one. All right, you want a new stock pick? I want to make sure that we give everybody at least one new stock idea a day.
By the way, what is this service you're using here?
What service? Oh, on my screen right here?
Yeah.
This is Benzinga Pro.
Oh, okay. Let people know. Like, can you enlighten the audience? We're on different networks now.
Yeah, I mean, let me drop a link in there.
We got syndicated by different networks. You didn't know about this? Okay, I'm sorry. So we're this Benzinga Pro. How can I, if I want to do a trial of it, what's the best way to do it?
So I put the link in the YouTube chat. If you're not on YouTube, It's pro.benzinga.com, pro.benzinga.com, and this is a resource that you will see me using every single day. After having been a user for so many years, I could not imagine being involved in markets without it. What Benzinga Pro does, in short, is it always gives you the answer of what's going on with the stock, right? If there's a stock that's down today, like an SAP, right? All I have to do is I type in the ticker, I scroll down to the news here, I know everything that's happening with this stock. We were looking at Dunkin, right? We talked about it. It's way up. So I not only know why the stock is up today, right? I had that news yesterday when it came out. I also know that they've got earnings and a conference call in 3 days, right? This is if you're actively involved in the markets, and again, I'm a little biased, but I could not imagine being involved with markets without it. If you're actively involved, I mean, this is the solution to always know what's going on with your stocks.
Okay, so. Are there any other screens like things of I can see 52-week highs or anything, or is it just like that chart you just showed me?
Yeah, let me show you some things. Okay, so here's a little tool that we have called Signals, and what this does is it gives you like price alerts, right? So like right now I've got up a feed of stocks that have big spikes in the middle of the day. So if you're trying to catch some of those, I can go ahead and I can throw on 52-week highs. Right now, I just added all the stocks that are making 52-week highs. You know, I'm a momentum guy. I love to watch that momentum. So this is one that's helpful for me. And I'll show you another tool that I use on a daily basis. This is what I look at every single morning before I do anything else, before I open my email, after I brush my teeth, but pretty much anything other than brush my teeth.
Do you brush your teeth every day, or just like how many times a day? Once a day? No times a day?
Once a day.
Once a day? Okay.
Yeah. Last time I went to the dentist was over 10 years ago.
Is that a true story?
That's a true story.
That's not good.
I'm not saying it is, but my mom always made me go, and so I built resentment towards her surrounding it, and have not been since.
But at least if you had any root canals?
Never had a root canal, never had a cavity.
Oh, so you don't need to brush your teeth. So basically, you just need to brush your teeth so you don't smell when you're talking to people.
Yeah. So think about this, right, Jason? You go to the dentist twice a year.
Not always. I was
had
11
cavities.
Yeah,
you've had root canals, right?
Like, hey,
I don't go and I don't get them. So maybe they make it up when you're there.
This was about you, not me. Okay. Like.
All right.
You know, like this is.
All right. Look at this. Grain of salt trading hasn't been to a doctor's office since 1981.
Who said that?
Grain of salt trading in the chat.
Okay.
I mean, that blows my 2010 out of the water.
Well, I do need to go to I haven't gone to a doctor like a main doctor in a while. I need to find a new one. You know.
Yep.
So, all right, keep going with your thing. I'm trying to do something right now. Can you just chat for a second and then?
Yes. All right. So something that I want to make sure that we bring every day. We talk about a lot of the stocks that we've been looking at. We talk about some of these movers. I want to make sure that we're bringing a stock idea every day. And I also want to make sure that we're not forcing one. So I don't have an individual name for today, but I was able to go to one of our editors of our newsletters at Benzinga. His name is Matt Maley, and he actually just took a position in a stock today. He did a nice write-up on it. The ticker is ALXN.
Is Matt Maley coming live?
He's not coming live, but I'm going to be recapping his trade for him.
Does he not like us?
I think the reason why is I was looking for an idea about 10 minutes before we started. So
okay.
Yeah, that was a little short notice on it. But it's a good one. I went through his last 5 ideas, and this is my favorite. So he does a handful of ideas a week. He's also the chief strategist over at Miller Tabak. So I mean, he's credentialed. He's on CNBC 3 or 4 times a week. I mean, he's well known in the space. He's one of our editors over here at Benzinga. In his pick right now is Alexion Pharmaceuticals. So just give you a quick background on what they do. It's a healthcare stock. He wants to add a healthcare name that is not at all influenced by COVID. Basically, the thinking is if you add a Pfizer, you add a Johnson & Johnson, they've got COVID vaccines in play, they've got treatments in play, news on those is going to move the stock, right? So he wanted to pick a big healthcare stock that's not COVID influenced. and so Alexion is the name. They've got 17 projects right now that are in late stage trials. They're treating 7 rare disease types is what their projects are about. So regardless of healthcare changes between Trump, Biden, et cetera, because these are rare diseases, there should be little political impact to this name. The company's working on $3 billion of buybacks. They announced that previously and are expected to buy back $3 billion worth of stock over the next couple of years. That's more than 10% of the market cap. And then he's a technical guy as well. So I've got his chart up here. Let me see if I can zoom this in. So here is his Alexion chart, and basically he's calling out that since March, if you can see my mouse, there's a big H down there. The stock's been seeing higher lows and higher highs. So he put a price target on the stock. It's $150. He always uses stops whenever he's getting into a name. The stop is 111. As of yesterday, the stock was at 120. So he's got a $30 upside on that. So that's 25%, obviously. So that is his stock pick there, Alexion. Again, the reason being there should be little political risk. There's not COVID risk to this name. And technically speaking, higher lows, higher highs.
Okay.
Any quick reactions on that one? Throw it into the chat. All right.
Okay. While they do that, so I went to Benzinga's trading ideas page. So Benzinga.com ideas. I want to see more of that, like that one right there. I'm seeing 50 the stocks making new highs, but like I like the Tony Zhang's Twilio options trade. I don't know if you saw that on Benzinga. I'll put it in the.
Nope, I didn't see that one. What is it? Give it to us.
It's too. These guys make it too complicated for me. So I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna put it in the thing right here. I want people to see it. There's a lot of details to it. So, but it's on the Benzinga.com/ideas page. How do I here? I'm gonna put it right here, guys. There you go. If you want like a Twilio trade, it has earnings are tonight, right?
On Twilio, let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Twilio, yes, today after the close, probably 4:30.
So here's the options trade. If you can go to see, did you see how I posted it right in the thing here?
No, not
in the window.
yet.
Aren't you looking at the Hot Stocks Luke shared screen?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at?
Else up. There we go. All right, I got it now. Yeah, I see your link.
You can use Benzinga Pro if you're not a U.S. trader.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the link there for that options trade. I just asked Chris Kajius if he wanted to come on, but looks like he's not online because he always has some good ideas. Like, you are not online. Chris Kaji always has it. So are you going to buy that ALX then?
I'm not personally, just because I'm doing Moderna right now. Again, my thesis on Moderna is that we'll probably get some Trump push this week on the vaccine names. Moderna is setting up a lot of deals right now, and all indications are that their trials for the COVID vaccine are going well. So because I've already got a healthcare stock that I'm getting into today, Alexion is not mine. But that said, I mean, if you don't want that COVID exposure, right, because it's sort of a crapshoot, this is a name for you.
Okay, now will you pull up Snowflake? Snowflake's down $16, and this is a recent IPO. This is the database software that a lot of people are like swearing by. I think this thing took off way too big, way too fast. I've been negative on it. I've been negative on the issue. And Billy D brought it up. So there's the chart. Market cap. What do we got for market cap right now, sir?
Market cap.
We got nothing. Okay,
we got nothing.
It's undervalued. Okay, there's no market cap. Okay, so it's guys, this is a lot. There's no market cap. Yeah, there's a lot. So I've been taking stuff. I've been negative on it, and because I just thought it took off too much demand too quickly. That was my take.
Yeah, this was the one that was the craziest IPO of the year. Maybe the craziest IPO since the Facebook IPO. So let's see. So the IPO price was $120 a share, and the stock opened at, let's see.
Hey, as you're looking at, I'm selling.
The stock opened at 245 and went to 300 immediately. So basically the stock opened at 300 and the IPO was at $120.
Wow. Yeah. I'm about to sell another stock, guys. You guys ready? Home gamers? TCS, the Container Store. It's been a very profitable trade for us. Bought it around 6, and I think it's at 9. It hit 11. Let's see what it's at. Let's see what I bought it at. I don't want to estimate, but I don't want to make it. I bought it at 6.92. Gonna sell it at 9.05. I'm selling this in case we have a couple days of the market time. I could load up, and I know it's hard to time, but I have at least a little more room to load up. Right now, I don't have the room that I would like if I wanted to load up again. So I'm just taking off weaker holdings that I'm not like. I don't know the story as well as I would like to, and I don't want to do the due diligence on it. So on those ones, I just sometimes trim, and hopefully it's not a big mistake. That's the way I
Yeah, and this one looks
ones.
awfully similar to somebody threw out Bed Bath and Beyond earlier, BBBY, where the stock has been on a tear. You can pull it up. Yeah, very similar chart on a smaller scale to Container Store.
Yep. And then a couple things. So today, I don't know if you guys have kids, but today we are showing so you guys know Charlie D'Amelio on TikTok. We have an interview with Josh Richards, who's not as big as Charlie D'Amelio, but has a decent following, and it'll be on our YouTube around 4:30 today. We talked about how he makes money in the markets, what's he doing, what new deals. Like, so if you think about it, Justin Bieber did the deal with Crocs, Charlie D'Amelio did the deal with Dunkin. So I bought both of those. And so I was trying to get out of Josh, what's his public company deal going to be? And he talks about it a little bit. And
okay, so you have a teaser. Okay.
Yeah, he talks about a little bit what his plans are and what's he doing. So I think you'll enjoy it. I'll be on around 5 p.m. He has like 30 million followers on TikTok, all that stuff. He's on TMZ a lot. He's 18. The 18-year-olds are ruling the world. I gotta be honest.
They influence buying decisions.
And he's partners with Dave Portnoy. Yeah, and he influences buying decisions. My only question.
And Jason, wait, I apologize, but I gotta hop off.
My only question is, Luke. Okay, you hop off. I'll finish it out. But my only
but I want to know the question.
Is should I trim some SPH today? That's really my only question.
Suburban Propane.
And then our train wants to know hey guys, if you're in the YouTube channel, please hit the like button and share this with your friends. I'm trying to convince Luke to do this.
All right, peace out, guys. I gotta hop, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying to convince Luke to do this more days, and he says if we don't have a certain amount of likes or users, then let's just do this once a week instead of every day. So if you can try to convince Luke, that would be good. That's because I would like to do it more often. And we're gonna bring someone else on, but we need you guys to hit the like button. So when Luke looks at the data, Luke's a data guy. So Twilio, I say it beats. That's my best. Oh my God, what a day! My son didn't go to school for the morning, and I was at home with him. And now my wife but then we thought it was just a case of the Mondays. So his throat hurt, but we thought it was a case of the Mondays. Now the school just texted, or my wife just texted me that he's sick and needs to go home. Well, she works, and I'm at work in downtown Detroit. I wish you guys can go pick up. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to pick up my son. Right, we have a special guest coming on in 1 second. He's a idea guy. He has some good concepts. He's a writer for Benzinga. His name is Chris Kaji. I think he's coming on. I don't see the link clicked. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. He'll give you a couple of his trades. We are live. 1 sec, guys. Hang in there, please. Hit the like button. And if there's any other stocks, yep, here he is. I'm gonna bring Chris into the stream now. I didn't give Chris any heads up, but he was at lunch. Hey, Chris, lunch is for, I'm gonna say losers, LL, because market is open, dude. You can't turn it off. Market's 9 to 4, 9:30 to 4. Come on, Chris, let's go. All right, Chris, you're live. You're live in our stream. I wanted to bring you on.
What's going on?
What's up, man? I wanted to bring you on because I know you always have a few ideas up your sleeve. So if you don't, this will be a bad segment. But if you do, see, that's the difference between network television and us. When you go on network television, they already know what is going to be asked. They already know all the answers. So it's not even fun. With us, you had no prep. So here you go. Chris, talk. Any ideas, things you're selling, things you're buying, things you like? there you go, buddy. Let's hear about it.
So huge weekend or huge week this week for earnings. I actually bought some Nokia calls this morning. So
Wow.
Nokia reports on Thursday. 5G play, obviously, with the new iPhones, all the phone providers getting into 5G. I'm curious to see what they have to say for guidance. They already raised guidance on their last quarter earnings. So kind of just taking a whim there to see what happens.
Okay.
And then I bought Jumia on Friday.
Jumia. Oh, yeah. What is Jumia?
Yep.
People have been talking about Jumia nonstop. Is that you?
Yeah, that was me on Friday. So African e-com company, they went public. Citron was a huge bear on the company. Andrew left, and then he turned bullish. He said the stock could hit $50. He was supposed to have a report out this weekend. It didn't hit, but it should hit any time. And then there's rumors of SoftBank or Alibaba taking a stake in the company as well to expand there. And then Stripe just had a huge purchase in Nigeria, which is their largest market. So that whole sector in Africa, I think, is just going to be huge. So I took a stake there as well on Friday.
Well, so this Jumia, did you write about it on Benzinga?
I did. I wrote about it a couple weeks ago. They had a big jump one of the days.
Is it on the ideas section here? I'm trying to find, like, do you see I'm sharing my screen right now? Do you see the window, the Benzinga window?
Yep. I've got the link right here. I can send to you on Slack.
I know, but if I'm a user, they don't have you sending the links. How do they find it?
So if you type in,
we got to do some work on this page. I got to talk to Shubs. This is not easy to find here. I'm looking for it.
So if you type in JMIA, it's not on that front page anymore just because there's so many links since then.
I'm going to work with Shubs to fix this thing up because this should be easier for people to find.
It was on October 16th was my article.
Yep, I see it. Well, why didn't you update it? Because the Citron thing, right?
So I'm waiting on the Citron report to really see what the case is there. Because again, I mean, he had called the company a fraud. He was a huge bear, and it was shortly after the company IPO'd. So I want to see really what his thesis is there and why the turnaround, because this is a notable bear who doesn't go bullish that often. So for him to, all of a sudden say, hey guys, I would not short this stock, and in fact, I'm a bull now, I'm buying shares, I just think that's huge. And then, the potential catalyst of a partnership with either of those large, Asian names is incredible.
Got it. And so did it go up since Friday when you bought it? I guess I could pull up a chart, but
it did. So Friday it was up big. This morning it was up quite a bit. It's since dropped. I mean, with the whole market being down, but I mean, it's $17.80 now. It was at $19 at open this morning.
Got it. Okay. Any other trades that you're thinking, or counterintuitive ones? Let's shake the world up a little bit. Let's
another one I'm watching. They report next week is Funko. So you had Mattel report strong earnings on Friday. Hasbro reported today. Funko is another one of those toy stocks. They've got a nice online presence. They've really got that collectability to their stuff, which obviously we've talked like sports cards and Pokemon being huge right now. So their shares at $6.34 a share right now. They're down 61% year to date. I really think a strong report here could send shares back into double digits next week heading into holiday. I think they'll have an excellent holiday season this year. They've got huge partnerships, Disney, Marvel. They've got a Baby Yoda Funko Pop. I think people want it. It's huge on Twitter and social media. People talking about the ones that sell out. So again, just looking for that trend next week.
Okay. And so I'm going to go pull up Funko. So give me Funko's symbol again.
FNKO.
FNKO. So are you writing this on Benzinga so people can read these ideas more in detail?
I sure will. Yep.
No, like these ideas, like where could people were asking me where they can see more trading ideas on Benzinga. So I go to benzinga.com/ideas, and I was expecting to see a bunch of your ideas there. So let's make sure they're there. So
we'll get them up.
People can see them, because Chris is very good with his ideas. And this is the one he's talking about here. And we write the content in an interesting way where it's like, you know, the who, the what, the why. We try to make it easy to read. But if you think there should be a better way we can write it to make your life easier, please just put it in the chat room and let us know here down below, and we'll, you know, do it your, you know, make it easier for you guys. I don't know what APP. Do you know APPS?
I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah, either do I. So I can pull it up on the Pro thing. Mitch Hot says, APPS. Okay, let's pull it up here. APPS. Scarcity once. Digital turbine. Ooh. Oh, they want to know what I'm doing with my SPH. So digital turbine. So chairs is already being lower, and weakness and negative sector just being lowered. Conference call scheduled. Earnings in 3 days. October 29th. So.
And 52-week high on the 14th. So shares are up.
Look at that. Wait, 50-week high on the 13th. Wait, no. Hold on. Let's go to
on October 14th. Shares are up 375% on the year.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I don't know. It's not one I'm in. I don't know enough about it.
I don't follow it enough to really dig into a recommendation or anything. So
Jake Paul about Pokemon cards. Yeah, we do a lot of Pokemon cards. So I don't know. This isn't the Benzinga Pro chat room. There's like 4 different chat rooms. There's a day trading chat room. Gives you ideas. See these chat rooms here?
Yep.
I don't know if you ever go in them. This can give you trade idea generation as well. All right. So I think we're going to be anything else. Chris is a writer here. You can see his content under his name, but if you go to benzinga.com, click on ideas, you can see his ideas. If you want to send any feedback to us, send it to jason@benzinga.com. And I don't know, Chris, what's your email address, Chris?
So it's CHRISKATJE@benzinga.com.
Yep. And if you're a graphic designer and you're looking for an opportunity, also reach out to me. Or if you're an engineer that builds financial applications, reach out to me. Trying to do a lot of development work in a short amount of time. So we appreciate the likes, guys, and everything you guys are doing. Thank you. I'll try to convince Luke to do another show. I know he left early. Chris, thanks for coming on. Chris knows
no problem.
Stuff. Yeah,
I can come on whenever you want me.
Yeah, you know your stuff. I didn't see you on the online, so I was like, maybe he's out again. I don't know.
Yeah, I was grabbing some leftover pizza quick, but otherwise I'm on. So
yeah, that's what I thought. You're good at this stuff. With Boeing down and in trouble, I wouldn't trade APPS. Okay, I love how the community is answering each other's questions. So that's awesome, guys. So thank you. We'll be on hopefully tomorrow. I'll have to convince Lukey, Hot Stocks Luke, and hopefully the market will turn around a little bit before the close. That sometimes happens. I did, as I told you guys, I trimmed. I did not trim my SPH. I did not trim it. I know I said I may. I did trim my Asana, but I'll probably buy it back. There was a lot of bullish calls on it, and just that's it. So, and if you want to come on the show or you have some things to talk about, email me and we'll get you on in a future day. Thank you. It's 1:14, went 14 minutes extra. Thanks, Chris. I'll talk to you offline, and thanks, team, and go from there. All right, we're out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks, guys. Thank you.